Understanding the techniques involved in yams and sack harvesting is important in ensuring you get quality tubers at the end of the day. So just before we continue, this is me at Ho Volta region in Ghana. We are carrying out some soil sampling activities. This is an operation you must ensure you carry out, especially if you want to grow your crops on a commercial scale. It is critical you analyze the soil on your field so as to get recommendations specific to the soil on your field. This is a service we carry out at Chidavagriculturalhub, and if you want to get your soil analyzed, send us a message right now. Go to the description of this video, you'll find our contact, or send a WhatsApp message to the number appearing on your screen. So let's get back to the yam field. So as I was saying, you must ensure the tubers are free from cuts. Free from cuts, which would reduce the market values and eventually reduce your income. This video will not only show you the various techniques, but also bring you closest to the farm and give you an experience you can only find here at Chidavagriculturalhub. Hello everyone, and I am welcoming you to this amazing video. In this video, I am going to be showing you all the techniques you need when you want to carry out your harvesting of your yams in sack. So I'm literally going to be showing you not just the techniques, I'm going to be showing you the results that we get from our yams in sack, because a couple of you have said we haven't seen any harvest videos. Yes, you haven't seen any harvest videos because I have literally not always been available during the harvesting period, but today I made it a point of duty to be on ground, okay, to ensure that all the harvesting processes are carried out and covered in this particular video. So all you need to do is to focus, because a whole lot of wisdom and techniques are going to be shared, okay? So go nowhere and enjoy the rest of the video. And for you who are still contemplating on if I should commence with my Yam in Sack project, guys, you are snoozing big time, because Yam in Sack project is a project that allows you to cultivate yam all year round. You can literally get quality results. You are going to be seeing everything, and you just don't want to miss out, okay? Cultivation of yam all year round. You know what that means? You can have yam even when it's not readily available in the open market. You can literally control the yam market if you play really big. So it's something you should take advantage of. And today I am going to be showing you the harvesting processes, okay? So stay good. The next thing you want to do is you want to ensure that you get people who truly understand how to go about yam harvesting, okay? You don't just want to get any random guys, or even if you're getting a random guy or random guys, you have to supervise them thoroughly, because you do not want them cutting your tubers, okay? You have very long tubers or very big tubers, you could have them cut it as they try to harvest it from the sacks, but then it's pretty easy harvesting from the sack. It's not as difficult as you would when you want to harvest from the traditional open field yam farming method. So it's not as difficult as that. So I want us to jump into this video real quick and see how these things have been done. So stay glued, guys. Enjoy the harvesting processes. The first question you would want to get answers to is, how do I know when the yam is mature for harvesting? How do I know that these yams are mature for harvesting? So all you need to focus on is the leaves of the yam. So as you can see, they are beginning to dry up. Okay, they are beginning to dry up. I'm going to show you what it looked like before, while it was still in its vegetative phase or the root development phase, and then what it looks like when it is done with its growth phases. Okay, so right now it is drying up, and you need to, as quickly as possible, take out the yams from the ground. But then you could still leave them out because you still have a little bit of green. But then if you want to take them to the market really quickly, then this is the time for you to begin to do the harvesting. So first thing first is you want to be sure that your yam is mature. So right here, as you can see, this are mature yam. Okay, they are all mature because of the various indicators that we have seen. One is the drying out of the leaves. Okay, at least 90 to 95% of the leaves should be thoroughly dried up. So that is the first one. So the harvesting has started. I know the question you might want to ask is, what do I need to begin to harvest? It is pretty simple. All you need is a cutlass. For your yam in sack harvesting, all you need is a cutlass. And the first thing you want to do is you want to start out by clearing out the field where you have your sacks. You want to cut out all the already dried out vines and create enough space for the harvesting of the yam. So the first is create enough space and make the area as neat as possible, and then you begin to harvest. The next step is you want to begin to, tear up the sacks. You want to begin to tear up the sack so that you can bring out the soil that the yams grew in. So you want to tear out the sack and easily pull out the sack, and then you begin to harvest the yams from the sacks. So after you're done with the tearing up of the sack, the next thing you want to do is you begin to shake the already solidified soils and begin to pull out your tubers from them. And if the tubers have really grown into the soil already in the sack, and then you can't find it easy to shake the sack at that point, all you need to do at that point is to dig in a little bit and then pull out the tubers. The next is, in a situation where you can tear off all of the sack, you then gently pull out the tubers from the sack, and you make sure you do not cut or cause injuries to the tubers. By so doing, you open up the tubers for infestation, and the damage just begins from there. So you want to make sure you do not damage the tubers. There's actually a situation here, and this is why you have to ensure you supervise them thoroughly. Okay, when your workers become quite impatient to really tear off the sacks before pulling the tubers, in situation where the soils are quite solidified, like we have here. So this guy was quite impatient to really have the sack all turn out, and then he pulled out the tubers forcefully, and then we'll have a situation where the tuber got cut into two. So you do not want this situation to happen. Ensure you direct them properly. A couple of you have really asked that how many tubers can we even get from a single sack? And I've always maintained that you stick with just one tuber per sack when you are doing your estimation. But in certain cases like here, you could have literally over 3 tubers and you're still good. But then when calculating, you stick to one tuber per sack, okay? So that is the standard, 1 tuber per sack. But in situations like this, you get 2, you get 3, you get 4, and in some situations too, they might be quite huge, like really huge too. Now, the beauty with this is that you literally get your seed yam from literally almost every sack, because for every sack that is producing a major tuber, there's always a smaller tuber growing alongside these big tubers, and this will now serve as your seed yam for the next planting season. You can either even choose to sell the seed yams if you have more than enough, or you then use it to cultivate for your next planting season. So what that means is all your tubers are going to be sold and you are still going to have enough seed yams. Almost all the sacks would produce a major tuber and a smaller one. So this is something that even makes this yam in sack production quite amazing. Okay, and that works with whether you cultivate the yam in sack or you cultivate it on the open field. You would always get your seed from your harvest. That is always how it works. Okay. Just to bring to your notice very quickly before we return back to the field, our training on how to grow yam in sack is commencing on the 7th of February 2024, which is going to be this week Wednesday, and it will run from the 7th down to the 7th of March. This training comes with 1 month of free mentorship. Okay, after the training, we'll begin to mentor you and then begin to prepare you for the 2024 planting season. So you can't get it wrong with your yam and sack planting. The fee is 50,000. All you need to do is comment under this video with the word "I'm interested" to get link to register, or go to the description of this video and click on the link to register. This Wednesday is when the registration will close, so take advantage now. One of the things you must ensure they do, especially when they are digging out soils from the sack to enable them pull out the tubers, is to be extremely careful so they do not damage the tubers. As you can see here, to gently pull out without damaging the tubers. The tubers are the economic part of yam, and that is what determines if you're going to make profit or not. So you want to make sure no damage or harm happens to the tubers, because if that happens, it will devalue the actual value of the tubers at the market, and you don't want that happening. Again, another thing you must ensure you do immediately harvesting is going on, this should happen simultaneously as the harvesting is ongoing, is the movement of the harvested tubers to the point at which they will be picked up, and that is what we are doing at this point. So we're moving them to where the vehicle will come pick them up later in the day. This is done so you do not miss out on any tuber on the field. Also, when the tubers are brought to the point of the pickup, you must ensure that they are sorted into different sizes. They are sorted into different tuber sizes. So this would help you in case even if you want to sell them off immediately, you have your buyers, they can, easily come and then, buy from the different sizes depending on what you want to sell, from the biggest to the medium, then to the small tubers, and then you also have your seeds all well arranged. So this has to be done immediately they are bringing it down to the point of pickup. Okay, so this is critical, so you properly sort your tubers and you do not allow anyone who is coming to buy cheat you, because the different tubers definitely are sold for different prices. So that is what the tubers are sold for, and you do not want to make the mistake of selling a very big tuber for a very small amount. So you need to be very, very smart at this point in time. Okay. So if you want to learn more on how to grow yams in sack, all you have to do is to join our training and mentorship program, which will be starting on the 7th of February 2024, and it will run for 1 month. It's going to be a training and mentorship program that we will be teaching you all the technicalities to growing yams in sack, and also we would prepare you for the 2024 planting season. It's a program you wouldn't want to miss. All you need to do is comment under this video, I'm interested, or go to the description of this video and click on the link to register. Registration fee is 50,000 naira. See you in class. So guys, after harvesting, you have to ensure that you keep your tubers in a very cool and dry place. Don't expose them to direct sunlight. And another thing you would want to do is don't harvest when the soils are very matchy. Okay, if we had harvested when the soils were quite matchy, it would have been really horrible. It won't be so easy for we to take out the soil from the tubers. Okay, we wouldn't be getting so smooth a tuber like this. Okay, this is actually export standard, guys. This is export standard. Imagine when you cultivate this large scale and then you're exporting all of this, and then your cultivation is all year round because you are literally doing it in sack. You control the market, so it's going to be massive. And that is why I tell people there's an innovative way of farming. Okay, so we're not just getting just tubers, we're also getting seed yam for the next planting season. So the day's activities ended with the arrival of the vehicle that would then move all of the seeds to our storehouse in town, where the tubers or the yam will be distributed for sales from. So that was how this day, which happened to be the first day of harvest, ended. And I tell you, it was really an amazing time. Don't forget to comment, I'm interested, to get access to the link to register for our course and mentorship training, which will be starting on the 7th of February 2024. Registration closes also on the 7th of February 2024. Make sure you take advantage of this rare opportunity of our training how to grow yams in sack and mentorship program. Okay, see you in class, guys. Peace.